नमस्कार आपण समस्त को यह वीडियो बहुत बहुत स्वागत। तो आज वीडियो में आप सहित +3 5th सेमिस्टर पॉलिटिकल साइंस ऑनर्स कोर पेपर 12 जहाँकि यूनिट 2 कबीर एंड अबुल फाजल चैप्टर समस्त इंपोर्टाट 2 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन आप डिस्कस करेंगे। मोस्ट इंपोर्टाट एवं इंटरेस्टिंग चैप्टर टी। तो वीडियो एंड में आपको कबीर गोटे दुआ शुणिबी ता सहित यार जो नोट्स पीडीएफ टी को आपण मैंने किपर डाउनलोड करेंगे कहि। तो चलो स्टार्ट करबा। हु वाज अबुल फाजल? अबुल फाजल वाज बोर्न ऑन 14 जनवरी 1551। तो 14 जनवरी 1551 रे अबुल फाजल जन्मग्रहण करथिले। ही वाज द सेकेंड सन ऑफ शेख मुबारक सेकेंड सन थिले। ही वाज एन हिस्टोरियन ऑफिसर चीफ सेक्रेटरी एंड कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ द मुगल एम्पायर अकबर। अकबर से गोटे हिस्टोरियन थिले, ऐतिहासिक ऑफिसर, चीफ सेक्रेटरी एंड कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ द मुगल एम्पायर। ओके, ये सब वर्ड्स मत आसीपे। तो इंपोर्टेंट व्हाट आर द चीफ हिस्टोरिकल वर्क्स ऑफ अबुल फाजल? अबुल फाजल वाज परहैप्स द मोस्ट गिफ्टेड हिस्टोरियंस ऑफ इंडिया। His own religious and social ideas deserve a careful study. However, he is important in the finest among the Persian literature. Persian literature was his Akbarnama and Ain-i-Akbari. Abul Fazal Akbarnama, Ain-i-Akbari. Important. मन रखी था one necessary. Write briefly about to Akbarnama. The Akbarnama enables us to understand the spirit behind the institution of Akbar. It also discuss about the difficulties they faced and their solution. The detailed information in it is related generally to the fields of battlement युद्ध क्षेत्र, tactics employed, terrain and person in command of the force. What is Ain-i-Akbari? Ain-i-Akbari is a book written by Abul Fazal. It is said to be concluding part of Akbarnama. It enlightens on Akbar's experiment and institution. What is the methodology of Abul Fazal? Abul Fazal had a rational and secular approach to history. He labored hard for the collection of material, selected important facts after carefully inquiry and investigation. Then he presented them in a clear systematic manner. तो गोटे systematic manner रे methodological मैंने कौन फास्ट प्रथम परीक्षी निरीक्षी जो कहना ठीक से हीपरी कलापर निज जिनस प्रेजेंट करते मेथोडोलॉजी कह जाए। व्हाट वाज द रिलीजियस व्यू ऑफ अबुल फाजल? अबुल फाजल वाज नॉट ब्लाइंड सपोर्ट ऑफ इस्लाम. ही वाज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द कंपोजिट कल्चर ऑफ टाइम. He respected the Hindu religion and support he participation of Hindus in governance and administration. से हिंदू को मध्य जो हिंदुइज्म थिला ताकू मध्य रेस्पेक्ट सम्मान जोदले आ ताहार हिंदुइज्म रो सब गवर्नेंस आ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रे से पार्टिसिपेट मध्य करथले. व्हाट इज सुल ही कुल? सुल ई कुल मीन पीस एवरीवेयर, सब बड़े शांति. इट रिफर ऑल रिलीजन एज इक्वल एंड बिलीव इन रिगोरियस फ्रेटर्निटी. अबुल फाजल रिलीजियस thought was based on secularism and he was such a intellectual who interpreted it for goodness of all religion. What was divine theory of Badshah? The theory of Badshah was a combination of Mughal, Turks, Iranian, Islamic and Indian political tradition. The king was established as most ultimate authority on all social, economic and political power. यह को बादशाह कहला सब थी मानते सोशल थी, सामाजिक, अर्थनैतिक है आ राजनैतिक पावर थी मेनसन थी पारे. व्हाट वाज द पोजिशन ऑफ बादशाह इन अबुल फाजल व्यू? अबुल फाजल व्यू बादशाह पोजिशन कौन? अबुल फाजल व्यू दैट द बादशाह हैड ए सुपीरियर प्लेस इन द मुगल एम्पायर. ही इज द लाइट डेराइव्ड फ्रॉम गॉड एंड द अथॉरिटी ऑफ बादशाह वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड ओवर ऑल अदर एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द स्टेट. व्हाट वाज द सुपरिटेंडेंट ऑफ बादशाह? During the Delhi Sultanate, the king was final authority in governance, administration, agriculture, education, and other fields. He himself was so final authority in religious dispute. He exercised the sovereignty as an agent of the god. What was Abul Fazl view on divine division of society? Abul Fazl gave the concept of sovereignty on the basis of the need of society. He classified human being into 4 categories. As the warriors artificers and merchants that loaned the husband more at labors. Mention Akbar was an ideal king. Abul Fazl stated in Akbarnama that Akbar always worked wisely for the welfare of his people. He had tolerance, broad-mindedness, and strong sense of justice. Akbar provided stability and gave good governance to ensure economic prosperity, safety of people, and peace. Discuss Abul Fazl's view on administration. Akbar revised the old administration and gave the structure administration was based on his knowledge of the Delhi Sultanate. He divided his empire into subhas, sarkars, and mahals, and chair of all officers were appointed to regulate the administration. Subha sarkar, mahal, chair officer, ओके ये प्रकार से निजर प्रशासन को भाग भाग करते अकबर. What is the मानव सर्वदारी system? The organization of public service was based on the मानव सुबेदारी system. This system was borrowed from Persia. Persia ताहाको system को अना जाइछि. Every important officer of the state hold a manasab and was liable for service anywhere in the empire. What is Abul Fazl's idea on provincial administration? The provincial administration under Akbar was greatly improved when the boundaries of the provincial units were more definitely fixed with uniform administrative patterns. The control over the provinces was made more effective by the Manasabadar and other checks and balances. Write the name of a chief official of province. Akbar divided his vast empire into 15 subhas or province. In each subhas there was a subedar, a diwani, a bakshi, a sardar, a sadar, a kuji, a kotwal, a meat bahar, and waja I mahis. The subedar or governor was the head of the provincial administration. तो provincial administration रे ये प्रकार भाग कराइतला. एथिरे जे थिले गवर्नर सुबेदार और गवर्नर से हेड थिले ए प्रोविंशियल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रे. डिस्कस Abul Fazl's view on finance. The text structure of Mughal Empire was completely simply in its theoretical formulation. Both revenue and expenditure were divided between the central and provincial government. However, the levy of land revenue was based on survey settlement. Discuss about the Mughal army during Akbar's regime. Akbar had paid much attention towards his organization, equipment, and discipline of the army. He had a large and strong army for the smooth working of governance and administration. The Mughal army consists of cavalry, infantry, artillery, elephants, and camels. Write about Abul Fazl's view on justice. According to Abul Fazl, a king should be an harmonious while dispensing justice. His decisions should be transparent. He should impart justice as a medium for the welfare of the people. What are judicial reforms during Akbar region? Akbar introduced various reforms in the administration justice. At that time, the king was the highest court appeal. Capital punishment were given only extreme case. There were the provision of Hindu law for Hindu and Islamic law for Muslims. माने हिंदू मानक पे हिंदू law, Muslim पे Islamic law. Discuss the social reforms made by Akbar. Akbar had the welfare of his people always in his mind. He abolished pilgrim tax and jizya tax for Hindu. He also encouraged widow marriage and stopped the practice of sati. At that time, child marriage, discouraged, and female infanticide was forbidden. Who was Kabir? Kabir is considered as a prominent figure among 15th century Indian religious teachers. He rejected mainstream of Hindu rituals and Muslim doctrines. His philosophy were influenced by both tradition as well as by Sufi mysticism. तो कबीर थिले से ब्राह्मण जो सब रिचुअल को ताको पूरा अपोज करथिले तार रिजेक्ट करथिले आउ से उभय बोथ ट्रेडिशन को प्रभावित होते हिंदू मुस्लिम उभय. Who was the guru of Kabir? Kabir was the famous disciple of Guru Ramananda. Kabir ko guru Ramananda. Okay. He got all the spiritual training from his guru. So he acknowledges in-depthness in his songs to his spiritual guru Ramananda. What are the works of Kabir? The books written by Kabir are generally the collection of doha and songs. The total works are 72 including well known as Rigdas, Kabir's Bijak, the Suknidhan, Mongol, Basant, Sabdas, Sakhis and Holy Agams. How was the writing style of Kabir? The writing style and language of Kabir Das is very simple and beautiful. He had written his dohas very boldly and naturally with the full meaning and significance. His sayings are beyond compared and inspiring. ସବୁ ତାଙ୍କ ଇନ୍ସପାୟାର ମାନେ କ'ଣ ଇନ୍ସପାୟାର କରିବା ପ୍ରୋତ୍ସାହନ ଯୋଗାଇବା ପ୍ରେରଣା ଯୋଗାଇବା ଓକେ What are the teaching of Kabir? Kabir was a revolutionary saint who motivated the people of the age. He advised people to surrender before God. ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ଆଗରେ କ'ଣ ସମର୍ପଣ କରିବା ସରେଣ୍ଡର କରିବାକୁ ହି ଅଲୱେଜ୍ ବିଲିଭ୍ ଇନ୍ କର୍ମ ଇନ୍ ଲାଇଫ୍ ସେ କର୍ମକୁ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ କରୁଥିଲେ ଜୀବନରେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ କବିର୍ସ ଭ୍ୟୁ ଅନ୍ ରିଲିଜନ୍ ଏକର୍ଡିଂ ଟୁ କବିର ରିଲିଜନ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଏ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଆୱାର ଏଭ୍ରି ଡେ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ଇନ୍ ଦିସ୍ ମୁଣ୍ଡେନ୍ସ ୱାର୍ଲଡ ହି ୱାଜ୍ ଭ୍ୟୁ ଡାଟ୍ not by sannyasa but through action and duty alone the human spirit of life existence could do activated and reign spirit. What is the view of Kabir on God? God was the central point of Kabir religion. He addressed him as Ram, Rahim, Gobind, Allah, Khuda, Hari, etc. He tried to promulgate a religion of love and brotherhood in which there is no classes or caste it said to be superior. से बोले सब समान कि ऊपर नहांती. Discuss Kabir's idea on bhakti. Kabir was also known as the guiding spirit of bhakti movement. He preached bhakti on devotion through the medium of doha. He taught purity of thought, word and deed in order to obtain God's relation. What is the legacy of Kabir Das? Kabir Das was a great saint. He ridiculed all Brahminical tradition and conservative Islam. He left behind a great tradition of devotion not only to God but also to humanity and reason of self. ମାନେ ଖାଲି ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ ତ ସେ ପାଇଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଖାଲି ତାହା ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ମାନବତ୍ୱ ପାଇଁ ମଣିଷତ୍ୱ ଯେଉଁ ମଣିଷ କର୍ମ ଥାଏ ତାହା ପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେ ଅନେକ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିବ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କବିର ଦାସ ତ ଏଇଥିଲା କିଛି ମାସ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ तो मैं आगे कहती जे दोहा गोटे कहबी तो मोर मन पड़ी तो कबीर कहले धीरे धीरे रे मना धीरे सब कुछ हुए माली सीचे संगड़ा ऋतु आइसु भल हुए बे कबीर को दोहा गोटे से कहले जे हे मोर मन सब काम धीरे धीरे हम गोटे माली गोटे गछरे 100 माठिया पानी देले दिन को 100 माठिया पानी देले गछ संगे संगे फूल फुटिबनी कि फल फड़िबनी सब काम धीरे धीरे हम आस्ते आस्ते हम